Oh man, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 4 minutes after the hour. Pastor Haynes, good morning.
Yes, sir. Good morning, Rickey Smiley. God bless you, man.
God bless you. I know you got a good word this morning.
Oh, thank you for this song. This song gives me flashbacks to when my little daughter, when she was learning how to walk, she was just a toddler, and so sometimes we'd go outside because she liked to walk outside. And Rick, one time we're walking outside, and she couldn't really get her legs to cooperate like she wanted them to. So what she did, she held up one hand, and that one hand meant she wanted me to hold her in that hand. And so what I did, I held her hand, and we walked a little more, and then she tripped. But when she tripped, she didn't go all the way down. She tripped, but she didn't go all the way down and hit the ground because I was able to lift her. And once I lifted her, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, here this cat comes running across the street in the direction of my daughter. And this time, Rick, she didn't hold up one hand. She held up both hands. I picked her up, and that cat knew it had to back away. And so here is my daughter in my arms because she was with her dad, and her dad, watch this, had his hands on her. And that's the good news of this song by Marvin Sapp. When you are walking with God, every now and then God says here, if you just want me to if you want me to hold your hand, I can hold your hand. And sometimes that's all we need. And so one songwriter said, precious Lord, take my hand, because it's simply about us being held by the hand of God as we walk through this life. But then every now and then, because we're holding God's hand, sometimes we trip. But if we're holding God's hand and God is holding us, the good news is we may trip, but we won't go all the way down because God's hand can hold us up. And then other times we need God to pick us up. And so we hold up both hands. And when we hold up both hands, I promise you, God will carry you. God will see you through. God will protect you. God will cover you. The good news is God's hands are hands that will hold you, will protect you, will cover you, and will keep you. I'm glad to know that God has his hands on me. If I will do that for my little daughter, imagine what God will do for you, God's child. The good news is Marvin Sapp is on to something. He has his hands on you.
Oh, appreciate that, Pastor Haynes. Let everybody know how you can be reached.
Hey, appreciate you, Rickey Smiley. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at FH Unscripted. I'm on Facebook, Frederick D. Haynes, and my YouTube channel is Frederick Haynes.
There it is. Love you, Pastor Haynes.
Love you, Rickey. Thank you, man.